Hey guys, B-Man630 here, and today I am going to be starting a new series. Don't mind that noise in the background. That's because I'm filming in my basement so that I don't get disrupted, and also because this room has nice acoustics without that thing going on. Shut up. Just shut up. But anyways, I'm going to be introducing you guys to a little friend of mine. He likes Toku as much as I do, but he freaks out about all of like little mishaps and everything. Oh, and if you're wondering why this video is HD, I'm actually filming with my camera instead of with my phone because I have that technology, so I'll do it. But anyways, yeah, so he's gonna be talking about some good and bad things. If you're wondering who that is The Important Nerd. Hello, Internet. I am The Important Nerd. I freak out about things that make me geek out, and today we are talking about good and bad American morphers. Yes. So, throughout Power Ranger history, there have been a lot of good Power Ranger morphers. I mean, look at the new Legacy morphers, and look at the Zeonizer. That is a really good one. I like that one. And but today I'm gonna talk about some of the newer ones because a lot of people say that the newer ones suck, and I'm going to have to agree with them. They suck! But there are some good ones. And those are the ones that I'm going to tell you about. Like, for instance, we have the Megaforce Morpher. This isn't even the right card. That's one problem with the Morpher. It uses cards which can be lost very easily, which sucks. But if you still have the cards, the Morpher itself is amazing. And if you lose the main card, it's fine. I mean, and it includes this, so you can actually look like a Megaforce Ranger, which is really cool. But even if you don't have the correct card, it's okay because it lets you use the try me mode. Let me show you. This is not a morph card. This is the card of the red Megaforce Ranger. But listen. But yeah. That's really cool. What I will say though, this is not as good as the Japanese version. The Japanese version is always better. I mean, for instance, when you open it, the eyes don't change to red. Also, I feel like this is a bit small. And also, they could have easily just made like a switch that changed it to the Japanese version, because they know that there are more people who know about the Japanese version nowadays. But this Morpher, this is amazing. Like the Megaforce Morpher though, it uses batteries which are really small that can get lost easily. In fact, I even lost my red one, which is like my favorite one, honestly. But it's so cool because, first off, it has an on and off switch, which is a bit rare for the newer morphers, but that's fine. I'm not that nitpicky. But anyways, the lights in this thing is awesome. The sounds in this thing, awesome. The weight, it's awesome. The fact that you can open it like this and it feels so smooth, and you can still close it. And also the satisfaction of putting in the chargers. Oh my god, that is just so good. Like, here, you couldn't hear it? That clicking noise. Oh my god, I just love that clicking noise. It's just awesome. But then there's the crappy ones. Like, for instance, I don't have it with me right now, but I do own it. The Robo Knight Morpher. It sucks so badly. They made this. Why couldn't they do that with that? Why couldn't they have implemented a code function? It's much cheaper than doing a scanner. So why couldn't they just do a code function? But that's what they chose. But still, why couldn't they just do that? But the Samuraiser. Oh my god, I hate this thing, yet I love it. It's so bad. Yet the reason I like it is because you can still hold it. Like the Shoto phone. But it just doesn't feel right. I mean, why didn't they just release, like, they released Shinkano in America, why didn't they just release the Shoto phoner? Or release it and call it the Samurai Morpher Lauren version. I mean, they used it in the show. I mean, I get that this is an accurate representation of what was on the show, and I get that. But they used the Shoto phones. Why didn't they just release that, too? It gets me really mad. And also, the light. It may seem bright, but it's not. And the sounds suck. I mean, mine is a bit broken, but that's only because the bad toys I don't care about, yet the good toys. Oh, I savor the good toys. Look, listen. See, it doesn't even go all the way. And all it says is like Jaden, Mike, Kevin, which Bandai being sexist, not including Mia or Emily. What's up with that? But then, like, because it's broken, the light stays on for a little bit. Thank God you have this, or else if you broke it, you wouldn't get the light anymore. So at least they thought of something. But the worst one of all that I own, it's not the Robomorpher. It's not the Samuraiser. It's the Legendary Morpher. The Legendary Flippin' Morpher. It has these keys, which can break very easily, and when they do, they flip automatically, even though you don't want them to. And they're so tiny, you could lose them again. And also, look at this. Bullets come off super easily. Yet to get them back on, it's super difficult. See, I'm struggling. This is real struggle. There we go. But I do like that it automatically flips. But I don't like how when it's broken, it just does it automatically, even if you don't want it to. Like, if you want to do something like where you're posing for it, and you accidentally have a busted up one, you can't do it anymore. You can't go like that, because it'll just be flipped up. I mean, that looks cool. I'll admit it. But not as cool as something like this. And some people don't like holding it like that. They like holding it like this. Because it's more comfortable. They don't want to have... Some people like holding it like this. But the legs are popped up. So people don't want to have to do that. And also, the sounds in this thing are terrible. Look. It's not even on. The sounds are so quiet. Yet when you put a key in, and mine's busted up because even with the key in, that's how it's supposed to sound. That's what it sounds like then. Yeah, and it sucks. And also, I hate how you can just do this. And also, they could have just as easily just done it like the actual Mobirit, where both the parts flip open. They can even make these the size of the Japanese keys. In fact, they could just release the whole thing, the regular Japanese stuff, just modify it. Just modify the keys so that it does that. They don't have to make them so freaking tiny. Anyways, I am the import nerd. I freak out about things that make me geek out, and these suck. These are good. Suck. Good. Suck. Good. Suck. You release the Legacy Morpher and the Legacy Megazord. Why can't you do that with your new Megazords now?